Hey there guys, Reckoning here, and welcome back to Doom 3 BFG Edition, Doom 1 E1M8, the Phobos anomaly. This is the boss level of Episode 1. And how else do you start off the boss level? By blowing up, other than by blowing up a whole bunch of demons. I can answer that, by blowing up a whole bunch of zombie men, because in the PC port, no, the PC port's this. In the PlayStation port, it was a raised platform, there was a whole bunch of zombie guys looking toward where the map was sitting, and a whole bunch of barrels around them. There's not much to this level. It's pretty much dominated by one giant room where the two boss monsters sit. And we'll get to that very shortly. But first, we're going to pick up all the ammunition and whatnot we can pick up here as I bump my laptop with my class ring. And we're going to pick up the supercharge, just conveniently sitting there. We don't need that armor. And before we go in there, I'm going to make a save. Not because I'm worried I'm going to die, because I want to show this level two different ways. As you're probably very well aware, I've been barely using rockets. This level is probably the first reason you would ever need to use rockets. And though I have 92, I still don't need that many. But here's our main room of the level. This is the gigantic-ass star room with a red carpet and green slime floor that apparently is not dripping on us for whatever reason. This room is filled with a lot of specters and two new enemies called the Barons of Hell. I would say a very high-level imp. High HP, high damage, dangerous. They only have 2 attacks, but they're still very dangerous. Unless you spam them with rockets or something. Because rockets do good damage. So if you were to use rockets here, it's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. And there's also a partial invisibility. So that's fun. But I want to show this in the pro way that I've pretty much been showing everything else. So you know it can be done very easily with a rocket launcher. But let's say you don't want to use the rocket launcher. Say you want to do it like a pro, who happens to be doing a no-death run on the second highest difficulty, using the rockets as little as possible. And when using it, only using it when there's big crowds that he wants to get through a little faster than usual. This is basically what he would do. He would chain gun all the specters down to begin with, which, even if you're using rockets, that's probably a good strategy, because you don't want to end up hitting a specter when they're standing right in front of you and then doing a lot of damage to yourself. Stupidly, I might add. So after he clears out pretty much all the specters, he then starts working on the Barons. Now, the Barons have a lot of health. But being partially invisible, he doesn't really have to worry about running into their green balls of what I would assume is plasma. He doesn't have to worry about that too much. What he does have to worry about is accidentally strafing into said green balls of plasma, because they're not going to be coming straight at him. They'll be coming in some other direction that he must account for. Right there, I make a very good dodge and take down both Barons pretty much just with my shotgun. And now, upon flipping the switch, leading us up the staircase and out of the level, I present to you this. I have just done a no-death run of the first episode of Doom 1 on the second highest difficulty, using the rockets as little as possible. And disregard the fact that you're supposed to die in that room. It's part of the story. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? I like how I know this text already. What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the Lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. That's episode 1. I'll see you next time.